Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Besserslot and we are back playing Minecraft Dinosaurs, and it's an exciting episode. Probably somehow I will think of a reason how in a moment. Basically, you'll remember that the new plan is to do a creative episode and a normal episode. Creative episode we're going to work on like a big project, and then the normal episode we're going to work on a little project. And today is a little project. So, what are we doing? Well, today we're going to make a start on the Smilodon exhibit, which is going to be over there somewhere. But I have made some changes that I need to show you guys just before we get started. So we're going to stay in creative mode just for a second, just so I can kind of... You stay in there. Just so I can kind of stay in the... Well, it's easier to show off the park kind of thing. Anyways, so for a start, Galileo's exhibit has been slightly extended. It needs to go further, clearly. But it has been extended. He has a little bit more room to flock about in. And you'll also notice, if we drop down, the sand wall has been completed into the secret bunker of sandness. Very nice. This took bloody ages, by the way. Anyways, you go through here. What the hell's that? Hello? Will you be quiet, sir? You go through here, and it's like a private beach resort, and I've kind of... I think I should probably get rid of that little island, maybe extend this out a little bit, but it's pretty much done. I'm pretty happy with that. The little beach hut in the little private beach resort, and the little tunnel to get through. This is pretty much how I envisioned it. Up here, through the tunnel, beach hut. So yeah, that's that done. But there have been bigger changes over by the castle. Let us go and inspect them. And I've laid some groundwork. I've got some plans, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and move across here. So, first things first, there have been minor changes to the framework of the door. Like I said, this is kind of thing that's just going to be worked on over time. I just need to establish how I'm going to make this more exciting than just a blank, flat thing. And this is the start of that process, but obviously it's not really close to being done yet. Anyways, as you can see, I have done the rest of the wall, as in the first layer, and then started the very painful procedure of extending this out. I think 5 blocks, is it 1? I think it'll be 4 total that way, and 2, 3, 4. It's 5 blocks, roughly. Enough that you can stand... maybe I need to knock that down one. Enough that you can kind of stand and work your way around it, but without it taking up the whole thing. I think this is going to look a lot better when this is extended all the way around, because it kind of brings everything in a little bit, but so far that's what it's going to look like. That's going to take a long time, but I have done the basic layer of the wall at least. Anyways, and we'll head over here. I flattened all this down. There used to be a lake here, for those of you who remember. And I had a change of heart, so as you see, I've opened the wall up here where this lake was. I've neatened this lake up a little bit as well. Made it symmetrical. I think I'm actually going to push it. It's hard to see them. I'll put some torches down, because this is grass and it kind of blends in with the sea at the moment. Just put a couple of torches down. Lovely, lovely. I think we're going to move this a little to the left so it kind of lines up with the centre of the building a bit more, about here. So 2 or 3 blocks this direction. Make sure that's even on both sides, which it should be. It doesn't look it for some reason, but that should be symmetrical. And we're going to move this to the side and move the wall across thusly. Now, the idea behind this is essentially to have like a big wooden docks type area extending out the back of the... So you walk out the back of the castle. The right is going to be like the garden bit. The left is going to... it's going to have something I'll talk to you about in a moment. But you'll hop out the back of the castle, out some big doors, and I'll probably push this that way a bit, but there'll be a big ship here. We'll actually make a boat, you know, not one that'll actually sail, but one that looks like a proper boat, and we'll have some rigging up and all this kind of stuff, and just make it look like a docks, proper little docks to do trading and boat things. Now, wait, what? I deleted. What? You started growing on your own. This is very confusing. What's gone on? Why is half the earth missing? This wasn't like this. Some of my stuff has disappeared. I had lines here. Anyways, this is the basic shape of the castle. So the front is going to be some large doors here. I kind of extended this path because I wanted a nice big walk up. And there's going to be 2 towers here, which extend up fairly high, but lower down there's going to be a flat platform here above the main entrance. And that's going to link in with this bit over here, which is going to be a curved round path from the bottom up to the second floor, which will then curve around onto this main bit here, and then that'll probably link with, these are going to be two sort of smaller flat side towers at the side. And this is like to indicate that, and they'll all link together as well, and then we'll have some higher bits as well. The idea, because it's not that big, if you kind of zoom out, it doesn't take up that much of the entire space. I mean, it'll look like it does take up more when this wall's finished all the way around and that's moved and stuff. But the idea is it's much more a vertical castle than a horizontal one. So we're going to have sort of 3-4 different layers. I did actually clear out this earth, so I'm not really sure why this is back. I'm not going to lie, this is confusing for me, to say the least, and why the dirt is floating is similarly confusing and slightly worrying. Because this was definitely gone. I flattened this entire place. I spent God knows how long doing it, but I did it. And now I'm slightly annoyed that it has seemingly decided to return. Go away, Earth. Nobody likes you. I'm so confused. I mean, why is the Earth not getting destroyed? This feels like a bug, and that worries me slightly. I've already got the Pit of Dooms back in the main exhibit area, so don't need to deal with any more than that, do we? No, we don't. Well said. Like this here. I mean, there definitely was not like a little river. Suspiciouser and suspiciouser. Let's just get rid of all this. This isn't really the goal of this episode, but it's bugging me that it exists, so I really need to get rid of it. Otherwise it's going to make me sad forever. And you don't want that, do you? Okay, that's like gone. Right, let's just go ahead and... I really do not understand where that's come from, because this was not here. And there's no noises when I put down blocks. Something very strange is going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not really sure what. I did have something here that was meant to mark out how far this was going to go in. The idea is you're walking through some big open doors. There'll be a wall here, probably about here. That's even, right? Oh, it's actually not even. Oh well. Wait, how's that not even? Oh, maybe it is. Whatever. There'll be a big thing here, and you'll walk around either to the left, which will go up that tower, to the right, which will go up that tower, or you'll go through a passageway to the side. And this main area here, this is pretty much going to be one big hall. We'll put lots of books in, we'll put like a glass roof in, we'll put something big over here, maybe some stained glass type stuff using some coloured blocks. And there'll be a door here out into the docks area. That is the general plan. I think it's going to look really cool. I am spending legitimate time designing this out and planning it out to hopefully build something very cool and kind of deserving of its place, taking up near enough half of my blooming exhibit. So that is it so far. That is Best in Slottington from Beast. What was it? What? From Rust, I believe Best in Slottington came from. That was a heavily suggested name. But I do want one that's maybe not so selfish of myself. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, there we go. That is the park so far. Obviously, the castle does dominate. I think it'll look better when there's actually a castle there. At the moment, it's a big hexagon thing off wall. Yeah, it's looking good. Thought there was something terrifying on my roof then. I'm okay. Got a death pit. Anyways, so the plan originally was to build a volcano here. Like a mini volcano. And we've decided against that because somebody suggested a volcano will look silly, and I kind of do agree. I don't think I've got enough room. I want my volcano to be like the next big project we do. So we're going to finish off the castle, and then when we start building in sort of that direction. How good does the front of the castle look, by the way? When we start building in that kind of direction, maybe we'll put a big volcano there. That's going to be the next thing, and we'll make that an exhibit somehow, you know? Dean is out yet again. Somebody told me I missed the glass and it's at the front right next to the door, but you know what, guys? It's really not. I promise, bottom of my heart, I am not missing any glass. I'm just not. I've checked repeatedly. It's clearly not. So he's getting out somehow. So before we go do anything else, we're going to go fix this exhibit. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Yep, that's an issue for me. Right. Hi Dean. Bone, I need a bone. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I foresee no problems here whatsoever. Let's get a bone. get rid of some of that stuff. And I want some stone. Lovely. Just gonna get rid of this stuff in my little bum. Okay, Dean. We're gonna build a way out of here, okay, buddy? Dean. Follow. Come on. Right, you can go up here, can't you? You can do this. I believe in you. Come on, Dean. No, not you, maggot. Okay, I'm gonna... Come on, Dean. Yes, come on, Dean. Come on, Dean. Oh, who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Come on. This is gonna be more difficult. Come on. Right. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the door temporarily. Come on, Dean. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Come on, best and stop. What are you playing at? Okay. Priority for this episode has changed into fix this problem. I need a shovel. All we're going to do is drop the exhibit down a little bit. That'll hopefully stop him from... Okay, whatever, D. I'm not gonna argue. You stay there, buddy. You just hang around for a little bit, all right? I'm just gonna make a shovel so that you stop being bloody crazy. Does that sound good? Sounds great, doesn't it? Where's my iron? There's my iron. Where's my sticks? I must have a stick somewhere. I'm sure I'm missing it. No, I don't see one. Do I have any wood? Thank God for that. All right. Crazy son of a gun. What are you doing, best stop? Come on. Let's just make a couple of shovels. I know, Dean. I know. Come on. No, we don't actually need this anymore, ever. Follow me. Pain in the ass. Let's get rid of this again. Come on. Come on. Right. Stay. Clearly, because he was set to follow, and I left, like, to go a decent distance away, the game decided he should teleport. Now, the problem with this is, obviously, that it doesn't mean all my beautiful, beautiful work in terms of the flowers is going to go, but, you know what, needs must. I think this is going to be the only way to stop him getting out. If we knock this down 2 blocks, I don't see any way he's going to be escaping from here. This might be a good opportunity to maybe expand his exhibit a little bit. It is a bit small, isn't it? I don't really know how to do it though without doing all of this again, and that's not really something I can bother doing right now. We'll come back to it, Dean, I promise you. One day, Dean, we'll come back and we'll give you a nicer exhibit. Because he does deserve a little bit of a size upgrade. This is tiny. He deserves something that's more akin to, say, a remake from the Jurassic Park Raptor pen, which we did actually try to do in the last playthrough. And I actually think it turned out pretty well. So that might be another creative project. The problem this is I lose all the bloody food, and I had collected a lot of food in that thing. It was maxed out near enough. Making me nervous there, Dean. I'm trying desperately not to kill you. Now the problem now emerges of how do I get out? And the answer is I don't really know. That's not really important right now. I don't mind using creative to get myself out of here and fly out every now and again until I can put a system in place, which may be a system of simply getting rid of these buttons and putting a ladder up that side. As far as I know, raptors can't use ladders. That's my hope. The hope is raptors are incapable of using a ladder. If they can, I'm screwed. That's just the way it is. Alright, what are you going to do? Not run miles away. Good boy. There you go, have a feeder. Not fall in it. Okay, we're gonna nip to creative just for a second. And back out. I'm gonna go see if we have any ladders knocking about. Ah, plenty. Splendid. A lot of trash as well. Trash, 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 trash. We'll put the dirt in the sifter. We don't really do that often enough, I think. I'm not going to use it for anything else. Where's our lovely sifter gone? There it is. Oh, look, we got lots of rubbish from it. What are the odds that we get that from the sifter? Oh wait, a billion. Billion, because we always get rubbish from the sifter. Okay. That 20 in this, that's going to annoy me, so let's put those away. Iron can go back in here. Food's okay for me, probably not okay for the others. We'll go give these steaks to Dean, actually. Galileo, you are worrying me over there, buddy, because you are exceptionally close to escaping, aren't you? Let's go put this in. It's not the most sophisticated method, ow, but it does the job, you know? It's something. I'm going to get rid of that one, just in case he can, just in case Dean has learned how to use a button. You know, that is the main worry here. Dean has learned to use a button. Still see him easily, still all good. What we'll probably do to extend this size-wise is, push this down another couple blocks, push it out, and then put maybe a glass path around the outside so you can still see down. Or just leave it as is and just let him run around the edges without being spied on by myself. Either or works, really. Okay, buttons away. Before we go, we should give him some torches. Don't want him to get lost in the dark, do we? There you go, Dino. Nice and bright for you. Now, as soon as this is all turned into grass, we'll go do some, put some plants down for you, okay? Till then, you can survive. Right, now let's go do what we bloody came here to do. I'm gonna go make a couple more shovels because I think we're gonna need a few for this. Where's the sifter? There it is. You just get so much rubbish, guys. So much rubbish. I know every now and again you do get something really cool, but it's so rare that I just cannot be bothered. So Daisy, keep those. What do we need? What do we need? Wood we're gonna need, but we're gonna need more than that anyway. But we may as well get that out. Actually, we're definitely gonna need one in a second. What I really need is iron. Iron, because we're gonna make some shovels. Because we're gonna need a few of them. Sticks and stones may break my boat. We're not gonna make 12. That would seem excessive. I actually think 4 fully ready iron shovels should be enough to push this through. We'll find out in a moment. That's full. Where's my other box? There it is. Lovely, jubbly. Right. There's sticks in there, wasn't there? Yeah. Dean. Okay, Dean's still there. Galileo is just about still there. Seemingly he's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Doing okay, buddy? Yep, you're fine. Probably. If you need food, there's lots over there. Back at the place where you're meant to... No, never mind, okay. Can't bother moving. Okay, so let's get... I just want to kind of establish what I'm trying to do here. Now, without the volcano, this has changed a bit. This area here now does nothing. I suppose not every inch of the park needs to be something, but I kind of like the idea that it is. That down there is Allosaurus Alcove. This is Smilodon City. That's kind of the same letter-ish if you can't spell city or Smilodon. That there, it probably isn't enough room to do much. Maybe put a tower, like a watchtower of some form. This is going to be Smilodon area here. Lava there. We are going to stick with the lava. Are we going to stick with the lava? I love the idea of the lava in my head. I know it may not be geographically accurate, and the fact is Smilodon did live in a lot of areas that weren't necessarily icy, you know? When it comes to things like the mammoth, we'll chuck some ice down. Fair enough. For this one, I like the plan we've got, and I want to use the volcanic rock to make it. I think that's going to look really cool. And we'll put the lava down and stuff, and then we'll use the volcano again later to do a bigger, more decorative and expansive kind of lava-based exhibit. Because of how long I want this to go on and all the things I want to build down the line, we are going to reuse creatures and all this kind of jazz. So Smilodon's going to go there. That's there. So this area here now becomes the next problem. Just what goes along here. There's a pool there. We could just make it into a little thing. It doesn't have to be an exhibit. So the Smilodon is probably going to be the last actual exhibit until we start moving into that direction over there and put something. Bloody hell, hiccups. Worst time. Okay. Whoops. I want to get out of creative mode and not die in the process. Oh, which I can't in creative mode. Okay, creative off. Shovel out. Let's do some digging. Let's get some torches down actually. Yep. Make sure I can actually see what I'm bloody doing. Yep. Right. Okay, so the idea is this down here, I'm going to carve like a thing. And there's going to be a hole going into this cave, a hole going into this cave, and a bridge extending along them. So it's like two factions of families of Smilodons. And it won't be. There's two Smilodons. They'll probably both stay in the same cave or something, but whatever. And then in terms of being able to view them, what we'll do is we'll dig a square hole into both cave sides. So we'll flatten this down. Square hole into both cave sides so you can see inside from like a side point of view. And I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's do that. One thing I do need to just decide is how deep this actually has to go. Now the thing is the cave needs a roof, so I'm thinking if I dig from here, as in that's the top point. Will you move out of the way? If this is the top place I dig into, then that gives us three blocks at the top for sort of roofiness, and then the same with this side would lead to not as many, admittedly. That's not really that big a deal, and that's actually too far to the left, and I've already forgotten which way I was building it. Here, 1, 2, 3, yeah. This is very confusing for me, so I'm just going to start digging out this kind of general direction. It needs to match with that side but not be too far to that side. We can put some dirt here just to kind of make this. This has to be tall enough and far enough to the right to accommodate what we're building here, otherwise it simply won't work. Yeah. But that can be done later. Let's just get this side done and then we'll try to match it with the other side. Which may not be the cleverest way to do things, but it's the way we're doing it. Now I'm already running into issues. Just gonna dig. Just gonna dig and dig and dig and see what happens. Probably gonna have to nip back and repair this pickaxe at some point. That's not a big deal. The idea is to kind of have the bridge going across here, so we need to dig in this direction. And establish where's the edge going to be. Probably not there. There. That's probably going to be the length of the cave this way, and it'll be far deeper in this direction, I think. So I think the idea is if I just kind of dig out every single block. Height-wise, am I okay with this? No, that's one too low for my liking. Sorry, Mr. Torch. So, that point there and this height is where we're building it from. Yep, that works. Hunky-dory. Good stuff. Mr. Picky! So it's not going to be like a particularly tall cave, but that's fine. I don't think caves should be. It should be dark. Really, I'm just going to put like a solitary light in there, illuminating the whole thing. I want to keep it dark and somewhat natural looking, and we'll definitely destroy a bit of wall and stuff once we get in there. I made so many bloody shovels to do this, and the whole thing is made out of stone. How annoying is that? What's going on? No! Why? I made so many shovels for you. So many shovels! Bah! I mean, we're going to need the shovels anyway to do things like dig out the pit at the bottom, but I think you get the general idea. So, cave down this way, cave down that way, flatten it across there, glass wall, flatten it across there, glass wall, bridge along here, hollow this out a bit of lava going down into that vague direction, kind of pooling around here. We may put like a little waterfall so it looks like it's going down to the ground, and we'll also put a viewing platform here, like a raised platform. Clear this out a little bit so people can stand here, have some fencing around, and that can link with the rest of the exhibit down there, and they'll be able to see the Smile-Dons whenever they venture out over the bridge. The idea has been set, let's do a little bit of it. I apologise I haven't done as much of this as I did plan to get a lot more of this exhibit done in this episode, but I kind of wanted to show off the castle, and then Dean obviously bloody escaped, obviously. Why wouldn't he, eh? Oh, Scarab, Lord Axe. My love for you knows no bounds. I've loved a lot of things in this playthrough of Minecraft Dinosaurs, I really have. Not as much as the Scarab Lord pickaxe. Don't know why it's a Scarab Lord. I think it's a World of Warcraft thing, but still. I love this thing, I really do. It's phenomenal. The fact that any second now, when it gets a little bit lower, I can just nip away, repair it up to full with one relic scrap. That is BEA beautiful. Now, a lot of people have been telling me to use the relic scraps to power the shield, the helmet and the sword, and it's definitely something we're going to do, something I want to see because I've never actually seen it before. I know you shouldn't hit pigmen with it, but other than that I don't know much about the sword. But it's not really high priority right now. What I really want to do is get this area of the park, which we're going to call Zone 1, right? Because at the end of the day what I really want is like a train track, well, minecart track going around the whole park. It's kind of like a tour thing. I know this park isn't necessarily meant to be a tour kind of park as much as the last one was, but it's still like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this like Zone 1 as well, and then Zone 1 will have certain dinosaurs and creatures, Zone 2 will have certain dinosaurs and creatures, and you'll start off at Zone 1 near the house and you'll go through all the zones, and the final zone will be a big thing. But the idea is this thing could go all just everywhere, more immersive than the last one did, less like an actual park tour. So it can go around the castle, like around the castle walls, and then down towards the T-Rex, wherever it's lurking, all this kind of jazz. It's going to be cool. It's going to be very cool. This is nearly deep enough. It doesn't seem huge, but you got to think there's only one Smilodon. I mean, it's going to be the same length that way as well, and a bridge. This is actually probably going to be significantly larger than most of the exhibits. I just do want to kind of get it deep enough that it's dark. I want to be able to not see as much as I can. It's a beautiful day, which is kind of the problem. It's a lovely summer in Minecraft here, but I don't want a lovely summer. I want dark, I want rain, I want thunder and lightning. But none for now. I'm going to have to deal with this. And my shovel has gone. Boop, boop, boop. I think this is getting darker, so I think we're going to call this the last one. And I'll try to make it look a little bit more not sort of man-made. But this is definitely deep enough. You imagine this going all the way this way as well, although I am slightly worried that this side isn't long enough to accommodate that. But we'll see. How big does that look? Yeah, that's definitely big enough. Definitely. How do I want to do torches here? I do want it to be subtle lighting, you know? So what I'm thinking is, I don't have any glass on me, do I? No, what I'm thinking is a couple of spots in the corners with glass, with like the torch 2 down and then the glass over the top, just to kind of light it up subtly in that corner. But that means we can go this way and start building this. Oh, actually, what we need to do, this kind of needs to be a drop as well. This needs to be like a dangerous drop that Smilodon doesn't want to go past. We'll fence off part of it and then put the bridge across. Probably just wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll do a 3 long wooden bridge going that way. Fences along half of it. The fence can then join onto here and cross over there. Yep. Plan has been set. Even more of a plan. We already had a plan. Now it's a super plan. Somehow. I don't know what makes it super, but we'll say this. Go with this malarkey. Lovely jubbly. This does have to be a pit, essentially. Imagine Fallout 3 The Pit, but not set in Pittsburgh and not with zombies. How cool would it be to have a zombie exhibit? I wonder if there's a way to do that. Anyways, I just want an area that I can flood with lava, basically. I'm really excited about lava. Can you tell I'm excited about the lava? Like, it doesn't even make sense anymore. We're not even putting the volcano in. But I really want to put some lava down. Just to, I don't know, something different. It'll provide a little lighting, and I think, just in my head, looking at it from, say, over here, having that going over this pit here with lava and this bridge, this wooden crickety bridge kind of hanging over the lava with the Smilodons waging war from both sides of the thing. I don't know, in my head it sounds really good. And maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be rubbish. Who knows? But only way to find out is to give it a bloody go, eh? Yep. Don't know how deep I need this to be. Deeper than it is now, but not too much. Oopsie daisy. I think one down, so that's probably okay, actually. And obviously, again, this needs to be a little bit less man-made. A term I think I've said countless times in this playthrough so far, but I don't want things to look static and finely cut. That's why it took ages to do the sand tower thingy, because I was desperately trying to make it look like I hadn't meticulously placed every single block, which I kind of did eventually. It's like when, you know how, like, there's this big thing, particularly a few years ago, it's less of a thing now, where the common hairstyle and the most popular hairstyle was everyone liked to, you know, just kind of make it so they didn't look like they didn't care. Hairstyles messy, just out of bed kind of look, right? It's like that, but they'd spend 5 hours every morning making their hair look like that. It's kind of the same principle, in that I'm going for the messy look by meticulously planning out and spending hours to make said messy look. When what I really should be doing is sticking a couple of blocks of TNT down here and blowing at the smithereens. That may be a better idea. I kind of like that as a plan. Anyways, let's go over here. Hip, 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 hip. I like to imagine my character says hip when he jumps. I think all good people say hip when they jump. So that's that limit. And I need to get that one as well. Is it? Yeah, that's fine. So we just need to go this way a little bit further. Where do you end? Not going one too far, it's this one. So that there is the end of that tunnel, and that should then be perfectly even on both sides. And then all I need to do is hop across and get the depth stats as well. Stats. What am I on about? That even? I actually can't tell. No, I've gone 1, 2 down, haven't I? It's only 3 tall. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So this here is going to be where the bridge is, and so it's nice and evenly set out, and I can actually work from there. Yep. Cool. This is going to work. It's going to work well. It's going to look awesome. And then we're going to finish it. Oopsie daisy. And then we can finish working on the castle, and... No! That didn't work. And something else. This whole area just needs a little bit more, because that area is really built up and this area is kind of not. I want a nice path from down there and down there around to here, and the underground tunnel needs... There's a lot of cleaning up work to do, but we need to get our exhibits in first. I'm going to just bug me a little bit. Didn't need to do that. I really want to use this for movement. I got to be honest, it has got to the point where I don't want to stand quite as much while I'm still using non-survival mode, other than I kind of said I wouldn't use. I know there's plenty of you that want me to use thingy mode, whatever this mode's called, survival mode, rather than creative mode, and I kind of do as well. But despite knowing I want to use despite knowing I want to use survival mode, the mode we're using now, where we have to, you know, harvest all the blocks and all that kind of stuff, I can't think of a legitimate reason why I want to do it, other than it feels like I'd put more effort in, which is all well and good, but I think it limits a bit too much what I can do in terms of exhibits. But yeah, at the same time, I like doing it like this. It feels better somehow. Feels like I'm earning my place in the Minecraft world. It looks like I'm gonna actually hit the back of the hill with this exhibit. So I think we're gonna have to get some dirt around that other side and kind of extend this outwards, because we are definitely hitting the hill. Although, by how much? Actually might be okay. If we just shore this up a little bit as it occurs, maybe that won't be a problem. It might look a little daft from the other side, but I don't think you'll see the other side, so that's okay. Over here. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm well equipped for the situation. Just need to hop over here. And count how many blocks back this is. I've got pins and needles. Ooh! Okay. Oh god. Right, okay. From here. Uno, dos. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, cool. So 13. If you didn't catch that. I'm gonna put this in for now. This makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Wait, no. I don't know French, by the way. In case you can't tell. I think it's 6 anyway. Nope, 7. Goddamn pins and needles. Ah! 7 so far, so we need to go back another 6 in this direction. Go away, outside world. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. Whatever. That's another 2. 4 to go after this, and this exhibit in terms of the actual cave base size will be done. The actual structure won't be, because I do want to make them look a little less boxy, as I have said before. But that's not that difficult. All we need to do is get some stone, get some dirt, kind of chuck it about a bit, get some volcanic rock. I think we've got quite a bit that's sitting in the boxes back home at the moment, so we'll have to go have a look. 2 to go, I think. This is confusing me because that ends later than that one does, so we need to fix that. No, if it didn't look boxy before, it definitely does now. Oh, again, fixable down the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 4 to go? 4 to go. That makes sense. Because we did 2 and we had 6. Let's just do another 2 this way. And then one last set of 2. And capisco. Finito. Bellissimo. Other exciting Italian words. French words. Spanish words. German words. Words. Let's just call them words. Eh, bellissimo. It's definitely Italian. It's super. Thanks for asking. Okay, so I need to go back one more, up like that. To actually give this a roof, essentially. Like so. And the pins and needles will not abate. It's only one finger as well. It's a very specific place for pins and needles to occur. But I'll tell you what, it's refusing to bugger off. Okay, this is why I brought extra shovels. I think Minecraft's annoyed at me for turning down the music or something, because I tell you what, it's been a very long time since I've heard music on this game. But that should be it once we do this little line here. Just need to block off the top, we'll go grab some glass, we'll finish off the lighting. I'll add the extra little bits to make it look less cavey, a little less blocky, because that's not super exciting. Then again, I suppose neither is this. And then we will be ready to do the lava bit, which is kind of the exciting bit. And add the Smilodons episode after next, because next episode will of course be a castle episode. which I'm not sure there's much I can do to work on the castle now. Simply because, yeah, no. I need to find a way to go. Okay, we'll tell you what. Instead of doing it like I am doing it, let's try not to cheat for now. And we need to come to survival. We'll just make a little bridge type thing downwards. Like a bridge over troubled water, ladies and gentlemen. Like a bridge over troubled water. Okay. Like a bridge. No. Over trouble. I love that song. How's this looking nice? Okay. So, yeah, in terms of the castle, there's not much I can do on my own without... I mean, I can work on the wall a bit more, but my god, am I bored of working on that wall, so that will happen over time. The castle itself is ready to begin construction. The idea is we'll get all the basic walls and shape of the castle down, and then we'll start to add some dramatic flourishes and doors. Dramatic flourishes? Doors. Usually seen as a fairly typical thing. Are you... Okay, Galileo, I do worry about you. I worry you're stuck, I've got to be honest. I have no glass. Bugger. Right, let's make some. However, I have tons of wood, which is nice. I just realised the sentence I said. I have tons and tons of wood, ladies and gentlemen. You'll all be very happy to know, I'm sure. I need some coal. How much glass did I get? Sand even. I got absolutely none. Why did I not get any sand? Come here. I'm super. So all we actually need is 4 pieces of glass. Oh, and the wood. I must put the bridge in now, so I've actually got a way of getting across. Will that work? I don't think that'll work. Oh no. Ah! I think I've got another. Yep, cool. Always have a spare axe. Speaking of which, we should actually go ahead and fix up our thingamajiggy. Like so. Lovely jobby. Check the sifter. Anything going on? Not a thing. Very not surprising at all. Why can't it stack the bone meal off its own accord? God only knows. Anything in here? Triceratops DNA. Oh, Triceratops DNA. Cool. Is that a second Triceratops DNA? It is indeed. It's quite disappointing. I've gone from in my head to having Bridge Over Troubled Water, which is one of my absolute favourite songs of all time, to I'm Super Thanks for Asking by Big AL from South Park. So I don't even particularly like South Park, and it won't get out of my head now. I need to go back to Bridge Over Troubled Water, really. Me, me, me. Me, 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 me. Wait, what am I doing with this wood? I need to think. Do I want to use... I need to make fences, at the very least. Do I have any spare fence knocking about? Do I? Hell, unless there's some in here. Oh, 6, cool. I'm gonna need more than that though. So let's make some fence. So turn this into normal wood. Turn that into sticks. Mini sticks. And try to remember how to make fencing. I think that's how you make ladders. There it is. Fencing. Cool. That should be enough in terms of fencing, so good job. I've made thousands of unnecessary sticks. That's always good to go. And let's go ahead and turn that into that again. I will take that with us. Glass is ready. Right, let's go finish off the basics of this exhibit. Alright lads, calm your boots. Bloody Nora. Pins and needles, go away! It's spreading slowly. It has reached the second finger. Galileo has made a picky friend. Yeah, I really need to put like a path system in here to actually find my way, because I actually don't know where I'm going right now. I'm hoping it's down here. Yeah, so I need to... What I'm thinking is, because it's on a hill, I want to do something a little different. I'm thinking like a... You know, I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'd like a way to get from here to here without just putting like loads of stone going along here. You know, I want to do something different. So maybe that can extend out here. We can have another tower back there, and there can be like a drop down thing here somehow, or we'll just have a bridge that starts there and kind of goes along to here. So we'll think of something. Until then, let's get this bridge down. Like a bridge over troubled lava, I will lay you down. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The middle is definitely going to be like this. So let's put this one in at least. It's the side ones I'm unsure of at this point in time. Bloody hell. Pins and needles, man. Pins and bloody needles. I'm tempted to basically do this, but I think that's going to look silly from the side. It actually looks okay from the side. It looks kind of what I wanted. More natural and woody. I'm going to keep it like that for now. If I change my mind, I change my mind. But that's what it's going to look like for now. Maybe I can have it drop in the middle. That's probably a better idea, actually. We'll cut down. We'll go get the wood in a second. Whee! Ow. Definitely dirt. Nope. So, oh no, so we could go forward 1 again and then drop for the middle 2, or just make it drop for the middle 4. Make it drop just for the middle 2. Drop for the middle 4 is probably going to look better. Give it a go. Give it a go. Hip. 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 And hip. No. That's better. Hip. 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 I'm not sure that works. I'm not sure that works at all. This is a problem, right? It needs to step down, and at the moment it kind of doesn't. At the moment it's kind of just, you know. I'm not in love with it. Not in love with it at all. God, I hate making bridges. Let's go have a look. No, it looks silly. It looks super silly. I'm just gonna make it straight. Bloody Nora. It looks silly. I can't fight it. It looks daft. It's just the way it is. I don't want it to look daft. This isn't the world I signed up for. This is the world we live in. Yep. And away. I'm just going to do it flat. If it looks bad, it looks bad. I'll come back to it later. At the end of the day, it's only a tiny, tiny little bridge connecting to Smilodon Caves. I don't think they'll personally care about the design of the exhibit, but we shall see. That's even better. Good stuff. Let's go to this. Okay, so now we need some fencing, which hopefully is enough. Hey Sticks, what are you doing? Is it gonna be enough? It should be enough. It's pretty close, but it is enough. There we go. The bridge that connects the two Smilodon Caves. I quite like it. I actually think this is pretty cool. So the idea is every now and again you'll see a Smilodon kind of creep out over here and run away back into the other caves, which will, as of about 10 seconds-ish, be ever so slightly lit up. But in a subtle manner, ladies and gentlemen, in a subtle manner. Like so. That looks cool. subtle, but it's still dark, but it's light enough that if you're hanging around for some reason, if you're not a tourist, you'll be able to see what's going on, which is the important bit. I don't like that, though. I don't like that at all. Oh, what am I doing? Ah! I need that dirt. Hip. Can't put cobblestone down, it'll ruin the whole aesthetique. Okay! Just go into creative and have a little look. Actually, I want to make this nighttime as well. Okay, so you've got to imagine there's a platform here. Probably here. Just get rid of this. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, right. No more bridge. Bridge is gone. Bridge is long gone. Bridge will never, ever, ever return, okay? Bridge gone. Right. So you're standing here. There's a platform. There's lava streaming here, like a pool type thing. Probably coming down here in like a waterfall or lava fall, I suppose. Some volcanic rock. Volcanic rock? Knocking about. It's going to bug me. Some volcanic rock knocking about. And every now and again, I'm going to fix the lighting as well around here. I think we'll actually probably get rid of all the torches around the outside and just let the light of the lava light the whole thing up. Make it very dramatic. And then every now and again, you'll just see. This will be raised, so you'll probably be about here. What we'll do is have the platform come up like a raised, speak English, a raised wooden platform that comes up from here, goes up a couple of steps, and you'll be standing like here. What position? Let's pick a final. Probably about here is your final position. And every now and again, ooh, smile done, or ooh, smile done. But the wooden platform will also extend over here into separate wooden platforms at either side, which will gain an insight into the caves. This one's going to be more of a pain because there's a lot to get rid of. This I can just get rid of a few lines of dirt and put in some glass and you'll see in. This one, kind of have to level half of a hill. Including the bloody lake, unfortunately. But we'll come to that when we come to it. It's looking good. It's looking kind of how I planned. I think it looked quite nice. I think when we flood that with lava, it's going to look very cool. That will be in a couple of episodes time. Next episode, and this episode has gone on substantially longer than I planned, we'll work on actually getting this castle built. So we're going to start laying the groundwork, building up some of the towers, trying to just get a feel for how it's going to look at the end, and if I've got time I'll work on the wall and push this across to the left like I'm intending. Okay, thank you very much for joining me as always, ladies and gentlemen, and I shall see you lovely people in that next episode. Thank you as always for the continued support and all the help with Minecraft Dinosaurs and all the other series on the channel. You guys are the reason I do this, you guys are the reason I'll do this in 5 years time. Cheers, much love, bye bye.